The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from Eagle-Gryphon Games. Hello and welcome to another special unboxing episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Meg the Daughter.
And today we're going to open up a game I've actually been looking forward to for quite some time because I'm a huge fan of the baseball highlights game from Eagle-Gryphon, and this is Football Highlights.
2052.
Yeah, this is... it is in the future. Well, the baseball highlights one is too. But this is going to be where we're going to be playing simultaneous offense, defense, sort of thing, because it's a highlight of a football game.
That's all I really care about because I get bored during football games.
Yeah, you're much more into hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just open it up and see what's inside.
Okay.
Alrighty, so you can see it's got the old school football helmets there.
I was going to say, for this being in the future, it looks old school.
Yeah, you know, they want to go old school on this.
I mean, everything's coming back, so, you know.
What was once old is now new again.
Alright. I mean, we're bringing back, like, 90s and 80s fashion now, so, you know. Alright. Advertisement. Very important. We have some of those games too.
All right, so whoops, we got the rule book here, overview. That is very small print.
That is very small print. That's small for me.
Thankfully, it's just
the front,
the
yeah.
overview. Yeah, so you can see there's the card anatomy there, and the player mat layout talks about the cards, setup. Oh, field goal attempt. Summary of play. Looks like a robot referee there.
It does, yeah. Interesting.
Yep. And you'll look at these and you're going to think, oh, some of these cards are upside down.
Played.
Resolving offensive plays.
Glossary of plays.
Mojo X. No Huddle X.
So you get 3 of those. Is this up to 3 players?
No, it's 2-player.
Oh, I guess you get an extra.
Resolving offensive play. Or maybe we just got an extra one thrown in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is our individual player board here. And we're going to put these, I think we put these up next to each other. Well, you know what? How many boards we got? We got 4 boards.
4 boards.
Well, baseball highlights, you can play 4 players. So maybe you can play 4 players here too.
Double-sided.
Yep, they're nice about that. So these are really kind of cool looking. You got your use audible cards. There's your audible there. Used drive cards. You got your in play, and of course you got your yard markers there.
So some punch outs here.
Yeah, you got to be able to keep score.
That's kind of cool.
Got a scoreboard.
It tells you. Read instructions on other side for assembly. Look at that. And
Yeah.
it's numbered. That's convenient.
Yeah, I probably need that.
I like when games come with that. That's nice. Alright, so you got what are these different teams?
Europe, Australia,
Canada,
Canada.
London, Washington.
But here's,
Oh, wow.
yeah, this is nice.
That is cool.
That they, so I hope this means that they're going to have all of these teams in here.
Yeah.
There, of course, is my
Chicago.
Cowboys. Well, it's Dallas. They're
Yeah.
the team cities, not necessarily the team names.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are cool, and these are going to go into the scoreboard thing
That's
over there.
cool, yeah.
All right, so we got our little doohickeys for our scoreboard. Oh, look at these little
Oh, those
footballs.
are cool.
Red and blue, though.
Those are
Close up
cool
of
looking,
those.
yeah.
Oops. Show those off a little. They got a little flat bottom, so you can easily put those on the board. That's kind of neat. All right, so we've got some of these special cards here. You can see them. Like our play cards. And then we have our player cards. So, like I said, you're going to notice that looks like there's upside down stuff. That's because cards are going to be used for both offense and defense. So sometimes the card's going to be oriented like this, other times it's going to be oriented like that. So I'm just going to kind of run through just to show you what the cards look like. But artwork on the cards looks interesting. Got a lot of women in the football league here.
That's cool. Good for them. I'd much rather stay on the sidelines because I'm too delicate for football.
You're too delicate for soccer.
Yeah, my terrible coach put me back in as goalie after I broke my wrist.
Hey, you didn't tell me your wrist was broken.
I didn't know my wrist was broken. It was just swelling.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it. Get back in there, kid. So,
That's why we lost that night.
did we?
Yes, because you put me in goalie. That's terrible.
You were in second grade. I didn't think anybody was going to score.
Well, they all came at me and I cried. I'm good at sports. It's why I'm better at just watching hockey.
And then we have one more set of cards. Like that. Blitz, no gain. A good finish on these cards. Don't seem to be as stiff as like the baseball highlights cards. We went ahead and put the little scoreboards together. Now, I do want to point out that they do give you 3 scoreboards. They give you one that is kind of, they call this the bronze, and this is nice and colorful. And then they give you 2 of these, which are in the silver. Now, they only give you enough wheels and, what do they call these things?
Grommets.
Grommets. In order to put one of these together. So you can do both of the silver or you can do one of each. We did one of each. Now, I'm not really sure why they really made these look different.
Well, this one they said was for baseball.
Yeah, but they're basically the same
Yeah.
thing. And this looks really nice. I like this a lot better than I like this.
It's easier to read.
And in the baseball, you don't really need to use them because you've got that tracker on the board. However, when you do punch out the team city names, you can see that they fit in pretty nice right there.
Yep.
But this can also be used for baseball because if you flip it over, you'll see that this side is the Arizona Cardinals, and
I don't know who Arizona is.
this side is the Arizona Diamondbacks. At least I think I got those.
I don't know, but
colors
you know
right.
Cincinnati at least.
Yes, I do know Cincinnati. So you have the Bengals colors there, but if you flip it over, you've got the Reds.
That's your team.
That is my team.
Yeah.
So that I thought was really cool. Plus, there are some in there that don't actually match up because they don't have a. If they have a football team, they don't have a baseball team. Like
Buffalo.
yeah, and what's on the back of Buffalo is nothing.
Nothing
But
there.
like on the back of New Orleans is, I think, the Caribbean, for the Caribbean baseball one for baseball highlights. Yeah.
There's, your Egg All Pro.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Stuff like that.
So those actually do just fit into this, this well here. Pretty nice. One other thing I want to point out is that there are 2 different kinds of decks, and I didn't recognize this when I was going through the cards, but you have an action deck, and you'll see that it says action there in small letters. Not to be confused with the play deck, which says play on there. So I was looking at the rule book, and it said that you have a 35 card play deck, which is this one, and then you have a 30 card action deck, which is that. The game also does come with 4 starting teams, so I went ahead and separated those out So you know what? Give me the Cowboys, the Dallas team.
Dallas.
I can't say Cowboys because it's not really Cowboys.
No.
So you're going to start with a 15 card deck that's kind of pre-constructed. You've got 5 cards for each of the teams that are your all-stars, basically. So you can tell those apart because they have 5 dudes on, I guess for lack of a better term, 5 players on them, as opposed to the other ones just have either one or they show, kind of an action shot. But there's a couple different ways that you can construct your team. You can either start with that 15-card starter deck, or you can do drafts, and that's all laid out in the rules, so I'm not really going to get into it there. We were also given a pack of promo cards, so I'm going to open those up and show those off. Okay, so you can kind of see these say All-Stars on them. Legs Jinky. Got some good names here.
Jinkies.
Wired Arm. Yeah. Stone Cold, not Steve Austin. And then we got some more of the EGG All Pros, because we do actually have a deck, a team, basically that. And I do want to point out that the back on the EGG Pro says Solo AI. So I had missed that as well when I was looking at the cards.
They do kind of blend in, but yeah, I mean, if you look at them, you can tell.
We also got a special promo. We've got King Flutie, which is Doug Flutie. We've actually seen Doug and his family at Walt Disney World years ago.
All right.
But you can see that's that.
If you say
And then there are also 3 expansions that they had sent us, the first 3, and those are additional teams. So we have Chicago and Green Bay.
Which is local to us.
And we have Pittsburgh and Atlanta. And we also have Denver and Seattle. Now, I'm sure that some of you would like to see those. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open just one of them. And I'm going to open Chicago and Green Bay because I think that's going to be the more popular one, at least,
Yeah.
Especially in this area because we have all Bears and Packer fans.
We're a little nation divided.
Okay, so you can Brian Butkus. That's fine. I love the fact that how they've combined these names. So you can see all the Chicago players there. Then we've got our Green Bay players. Got some more Chicago. Well, that's the All-Stars there, and then the Packer ones. So that is Football Highlights 2052. This will be coming to the channel later this year, probably with the Dad and Friends edition.
Probably.
Because you're not really a football player,
Not really.
or football fan, but I am, and so are my friends. So we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.